It's Hugo and Jake, they're coming to take a look at the Quran. So make no mistake, it's gonna be great, delivering more than comedy, that's what they wanna be. But honestly, it's fact from fiction, leaving lasting hits. When Hugo and Jake take faith and illustrate contradictions, create apostates to be great atheists, make people who believe see the world in a different way. What's on the episode today? Take it away, Hugo and Jake. Loving the way they're splitting the fact from the fake, attempting to make those who hold faith reevaluate and wake up. But they just stay stuck and haters wait and stay in place, no time to waste. The Quran reload with Hugo and Jake.
Hello everyone, I'm Hugo.
And I am Jake.
And this is the Quran Reloaded. Welcome everyone, we're here to do yet another response to bad Islamic apologetics.
And this one's from the YouTube account, The Prophet's Path, which is basically, they pick out a bunch of different speeches or sermons or different things, and then they set them to B-roll, but they give you annotations at the bottom. So I guess that's good. That's a thing that you can make a whole YouTube channel about, and they're fucking verified.
I don't know what needs to be verified about them. Hey, we have a YouTube account. Yeah, we know. We're on it. Anyway, at the very least, this episode, we don't have to look at Dawa, man. And that's nice. You're welcome. So let's go with why you should have 4 wives.
The ayah in Surah An-Nisa. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the 4th chapter, the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, وَانْكِحُوا مَا طَابَ لَكُم مِّنَ النِّسَاءِ مَثْنَى وَثُلَاثًا وَالرُّبَاعَ.
Not even the caption guy knows what he just said.
What are the benefits and what are the reasons of having more than one wife?
I think there are more benefits than they're actually talking about. So what do you think, Jake? What are the benefits to having multiple wives?
Well, I mean, there's several. Like, since you've sort of pitted them against each other in an eternal struggle for your adoration, you'll probably get more BJs than the average married guy.
See, I think one of the biggest things is you're going to have a sandwich surplus. You're going to have 3 or 4 times the number of sandwiches you'd normally get as a husband. Therefore, you can sell the surplus sandwiches, and now you basically have a family business.
You could also justify buying a California king-size bed, since you're going to have a lot of, cuddle buddies.
You could take the carpool lane every day to work, but they'd have to sit in the car and wait for you because they cannot drive home. Not allowed.
Number one, Islam was not the first religion who came up with the idea of having more than one wife. The prophets and the messenger of Allah before us, they had more than one wife. If you're saying Abraham was wrong, well, he had 2 wives that we know of. If you're saying, having more than one wife, you're saying that Abraham is wrong.
That's not a reason to do something. I thought Allah was a leader, not a follower. I prefer my Allah to be the dom, not the sub. Sub Allah is just off-putting.
Also, you're using an argument to say, what, is Abraham wrong? Yes, you're already pre-presuming that I'm going to assume that he is infallible. He's not. All you're telling me is that you believe humans have made no moral or social progress in millennia, and if we have, you've disregarded it so you can have a vagina for every day of the week.
So is it okay if we tell Abraham that he was wrong for dragging his adolescent son to the top of a hill and attempting to gut him before the Lord, only to be thwarted by the swift hands of an angel? Because that was pretty fucked up.
I have 4 daughters and 2 sons. And I know every single person, the majority of the people here, they have more daughters than sons.
So, I know he's talking about a whole thing right here that's totally incorrect and he's going to get into a bad argument, but I'm more concerned as to when did he do a census to find out the sex of all the children of the people that he's sermoning to? I'd be a little concerned. It's not like there's a history of religious figures doing things to children.
Why is this B-roll of a dude doing his cardio on a beach relevant? What's his story? Where's he running to? Are those Yeezys?
Now, if you tell me that, hey, every man should marry 1 wife, only 1 wife. Well, the majority, according to the latest studies that was done in the States, for African Americans, for every 12 girls, there are 1 boy that is born.
In other news, Nike has announced plans to cancel their new line of Jordans and begin manufacturing weaves.
For the Caucasian white people, for every 9 girls, there's 1 boy that is born.
Alright, same joke as before, but let's say Slim Jims and pumpkin spice lattes, I don't know.
For worldwide, They said for every 16 girls, there's a one boy that is born. So if you're telling me the ratio is 1:16, and you're telling me every man should have only one wife, then you have 15 women that you giving them only few options.
So everything he just said about the gender ratios is incorrect. The sex ratio for African Americans is like 103 to 100, males to females respectively. And then for whites, it's about 105. And worldwide, the ratio is 107 males to 100 females.
I don't even care about the science and the statistics of it. Like, go the fuck outside. Do you go out and see 16 women to every one man? Foot traffic in Saudi Arabia must be astronomical.
One option is they should not have right of being a mother, or being a loving wife, someone that is being loved, being taken care of.
Well, some women don't want to be married, of course. Some are lesbians, so single men are irrelevant, and some are unlovable she-beast Ann Coulter.
I'd also like to point out that no one really has the right to be a mother or father. If no one wants to let you stick it in them or vice versa, then no kids for you. Also, I'm sure women really appreciate it when you want to take care of them in your weird harem. It's like Big Love, but with spicier food. Was the guy in that show Bill Paxton or Bill Pullman? I always forget. I know
don't remember.
One's looks like a more inflated version of the other.
She should live like that. Or you saying to her, listen, since you have none of that, then you should be like Imam Ahmad Didat rahimahullah said, public property, one night stand. A man would come and enjoy himself and walk away from you.
I don't see anything wrong with casual sex, man. If a lady wants 57 dicks in her throughout her life, then damn it, get them peepees, girlfriend. If she wants them all at the same time, she's probably got a crack nail and not getting paid enough.
Hijabs don't negate the need for dick.
Islam says no. These women, they have rights to be loved, to be wives, to have children, and so on.
Coincidentally, this is the only right they apparently have.
So having more than one wife is not an obstacle in Islam, rather is a solution to the problem that we have.
He's trying to make a pragmatic argument to say that they're trying to solve this problem of the ratio of men to women. So if we start having more men than women, I'm sure this guy would be happy to be part in a woman's harem of olive-skinned boy toys.
Besides, a lot of gays nowadays, a lot of men are gays.
Goddamn gays bestowing upon us an unslayable legion of vads with nothing more to battle against it than our dicks, a fistful of halal Viagra, and sheer force of will.
So we have more women who are coming to this side. So what I say is, we don't have to have 4 wives. We don't have to have 3 wives. We don't have to, but we should acknowledge and admit there are indeed great benefits. There are benefits for the social system. There are benefits for those sisters. There are benefits for the families.
Oh, I thought of another one. 4 wives is perfect for Muslim men that like to collect burqas, but are too embarrassed to wear them himself, even though, well, they're burqas. You could probably hide a ton of transgendered or cross-dressing Muslims under them. Like millions of burqa-clad Patrick Swayzes from Tu Wong Fu, but alive.
At the same time, for those who wants to do, alhamdulillah, for those who can afford or can't do it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said in the Quran, فَإِنْ if you cannot do فَوَاحِدَةٍ أَوْ مَا مَلَكَتْ أَيْمَانُكُمْ, one is enough. So that is the answer from the Sharia. Wallahu a'la wa a'lam.
So it's either multiple wives or treating women like people. I guess that's a hard choice. Instead of flipping a coin, I think maybe they just picked which one gave them access to more holes. Speaking of marriage, Muhammad married a 7-year-old, by the way, but don't worry. He didn't fuck her until she was 9. Some people even think 10. Let's be honest, what a saint.
So yeah, that's why you should have 4 wives.
Yeah.
Now I don't really have anything morally against having multiple wives. That's something you and 4 other people want to do. Cool, but the reasoning behind this I do have stuff against.
Yeah, I don't give a shit if people want to be in a polyamorous relationship. If it's consensual and everyone's being treated with respect, whatever, do what you gotta do. But yeah, the Islamic interpretation of the multiple wives thing, at least for those who ascribe to it, total bullshit.
Yeah, not great, not great. This isn't really shining the Quran in the brightest of lights right here.
I think the funny thing is that even in the comments of the YouTube video, if you go to it, a lot of people are saying like, dude, this is fucking terrible. And they're right. So anyway, thanks everyone for watching this. You can always check us out on Twitter at Bible Reloaded.
You can follow Hugo at Hugo Reloaded. You can also subscribe to the channel and get more of our Quran study and our reactions to bad apologetics.
You can always donate to our Patreon campaign. If you do that, you get access to our once-a-month patron-only hangout, and that's always a lot of fun. We talk about many things.
What did we talk about last time?
I don't know.
I don't
Are you
remember.
tantalized? Are you lized with your tant? Anyway.
I
So
don't think
until,
either of those things is what leads to the other.
I don't know. English is hard. I'm better at it than the guy in the video, at least. So until next time, I'm Hugo.
And I'm Jake.
And this has been the Quran Reloaded. See what we did there? It's like the second Matrix movie, but with 100% fewer Wachowskis.
Is it Wachowskis or Wachowskis? I thought it was Wachowskis.
I can't imagine it matters.